what if the universe has put this experience in front of you to bring up this feeling that you have frequently and often throughout your life, thinking that this is your lot in life and this is just what happens. And of course, naturally, this would happen because I've just started something new. What if the universe has put this feeling up in front of you as an opportunity to surrender it? In the past, when I've woken up in the morning and I've had this really deep, dark, almost like swallowing feeling sitting in my chest that I used to wake up with every day, I would, I don't know, I just lie there and it would exist. It would be there. I would have to move about my day with that feeling in complete survival, usually spending a lot of time on my phone, usually avoiding how I felt because it's hard when you walk around the day. And people can call it whatever they want. You can call it depression, you can call it sadness, you can call it anxiety, you can call it whatever you want to call it. It's a feeling, right? And it's a feeling that just for some of us sits so deep. And I remember that there was a time where I thought this was never going to end. And I remember walking outside, just wandering up and down, saying to myself, this has to be my lot in life. This must just be my life. This is it. It is not going to get any better than this. Sorry, that was my dog lying against the camera. For some of us walking around with this feeling, and I I assumed that this was my life. I assumed that this is what my life was going to be like, with this deep, dark, dreary, apathetic. It's not something I can put in words. I wouldn't say it was depression or sadness. It was deeper than that. It was darker than that. It was my own little personal living hell. And it was horrible. It's a horrible place to be. And this morning I woke up with a sense of that foreboding doom. I had panic in my chest and it was just one of those feelings where back in the day, I'd wake up and I'd have about 4 or 5 seconds where I would feel semi-normal. And then it's almost like everything came back. I remembered, that's right, I'm here. I'm in this human body. I'm having this human experience. This is my life now, and it's not going to get any better. And so it would it would mean that I would, like a wave, I would feel this darkness just wash over me. And just every day for years, every day for at least the last 10 years that I know of. Prior to that, probably, but I wasn't paying that much attention to it. But the last 10 years, I have been paying a lot of attention to these feelings. And I've tried all sorts of different things to shift it. And it shifted, it shifted a lot about a year ago when I started a new mantra. I created something just to help me kind of feel like I was moving and shifting. And it actually it's almost like it just eased it. It pulled me out of the mud. So I wasn't lying face first in the mud. I was sitting next to the mud, maybe with my toes dipped in. And now, this morning when I woke up, where in the past I would kind of wallow in it for a while, this morning I felt the feeling and I went, yeah, all right, I'm going to surrender this to the universe. So I surrendered. I surrendered this feeling to the universe. I surrendered this feeling to the universe. And I kept going until the feeling shifted. And it would shift a little bit and then a little bit and a little bit and a little bit. And this morning, after saying that over and over and over again, it must have been around 15 to 20 times as I was going through each different layer, the feeling shifted. And I went, all right, I can get up now. So then I got up. So the universe just knew today was the day. So then I got up and I was planning on doing this video this morning before we went out because we have a huge day today and I did not want to do it at the end of the day. So my plan was to get up and do this video, check the time on my phone, and then wanted to jump in and check the weather to see what it's doing over the next couple of days. No internet. And I went, right, okay. And the panic set in because, no internet. Panic set in, the feelings set in, the realization that I've started something new, that I wanted to do a 30-day consistent video. And here we are again. My internet's down. This is what happens. I start to move and the universe throws something at me to stop me. And I was I was in it this morning. I was in it really, really thick. And I just stood there and I went, okay, hang on a minute. What if the universe has put this experience in front of you to bring up this feeling that you have frequently and often throughout your life, thinking that this is your lot in life and this is just what happens? And of course, naturally, this would happen because I've just started something new. What if the universe has put this feeling up in front of you as an opportunity to surrender it? And what if, because the universe is creation, so what if you surrender these feelings and the internet comes back on? Does that not make sense? And I looked at it and went, yeah, it kind of makes sense. So I did that while I was cutting apples, making a stewed apple. I surrendered layer upon layer upon layer upon layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. And I went, yeah, okay, I'm done. I'm good. The internet can come back on now. And is there anything else? And then I kept cutting up the apples and I finished that. And then I ate my breakfast. And then I jumped up and looked at the phone and lo and behold, the internet's back on. So this is where I am getting all of these little moments of validation to say, yes, what you're doing is working. Yes, what you're doing is working. Yes, what you're doing is working. And this is something that I have learned over the last 15 years of doing this frequently and often at different times of my life, when I've kind of gone forward and then I've fallen back because something's happened and I've moved myself out again and then I fall back again and then I move myself out again and fall back again. Because for various reasons, breakdown in a marriage, death of a parent, breakdown in another relationship, like that is, you have these moments in life where you get pushed over or you get thrown over and you've got to pick yourself back up again. And I know that each time I've done it, I've had it's like these micro changes in my life. It's not as if you have this massive, ginormous change and all of a sudden everything is different. It's micro changes. It's waking up in the morning and suddenly making the bed because you want to make the bed. Or it's waking up and getting up and having a glass of water with salt because you want to hydrate your body first thing in the morning and you just start doing it consistently. Or it's meeting someone new, or it's having a new business idea, or it's having the capacity to exercise every morning, which you didn't have. It's these small micro changes that if you pay attention to them, you will notice that they are absolutely 100% there. Like me creating this video this morning. There's no way a couple of months ago I would have done this on a Friday morning because we have a massive day out today. We leave at 9 and we don't get back until 5. It's a huge day out for us, doing all sorts of different activities. I would never have done a video first thing in the morning, but now, micro change, I have the capacity to do this video. So if I can help encourage you to start surrendering your feelings to the universe, and all you need to say is, I surrender this feeling to the universe. It's not something complicated. That's all you need to do is say, I surrender this feeling to the universe, and give it a try and just see what happens. Just have a go. Give it a crack and see what happens. Anyway, I do have to dash off because I have to go out soon in about an hour. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe and I'll see you next time. Bye.